nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga.
We don't understand.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing is getting money.
Show a nigga some
Them
love,
a hate
nigga.
for me, turn snake for me, and me said that devil is alive. Them a hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like Jesus Christ. Them a hate for me, turn snake for me, and me said the devil is alive. Them a hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Them a hate for me, them a hate, them a hate, them a hate.
Tell your friends about me.
People, my lord, Jesus, go crazy. People, round of applause. Welcome everybody. I am your host, Bad Guy the Entertainer, aka Mr. Hating People. This is Hate TV, the Daily Hate. And my lord, people, we can have banter, insult each other, still laugh and love each other over here. My lord. And if you're new or existing to the channel, grand day to you. Whatever time zone you are located at, grand rising, grand afternoon, and of course, grand evening. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh. People, don't forget when you come over to Hate TV.
I'm the president, I'm the emperor, I'm the king. I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Your ass belong to me.
And don't forget to hit that like, hit that sub, hit that follow, hit that share, and hit that goddamn repost, baby. People, when you come over here, I shall read your confessions. We can have pop culture banter. We can play a few games. All you gotta do is listen to my goddamn rants. And people, today is the Daily Hate. People, the internet is my journal, people. The internet is my journal. I like to come online and contemplate with myself. I like to close my eyes and contemplate with myself. It will take me further than prayer. And document my thoughts, people. Exercise the mind. You understand? Exercise the mind. Oh, baby. People, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something before we continue. There are two rules and two rules only. The first rule is do not piss off the host. It's very simple. I've banned over 25 people. The simple, sent them to the sunken place. We won't see them again. Second rule, people. If in doubt, refer to the first rule. And if you do not understand the rules, feel free to slide into the comments and say, Mr. Hate, I am hard of hearing. I do not understand the rules. And people, I shall gladly give you a good old slap. Knock some sense into your noggin and get you jogging. Get you jogging. People. People, today's stream, I don't hate kids. I'm trying to save them, everybody. I don't hate them. I don't hate the kid. People, we don't hate kids over here. No. Don't forget, I got the tea on the table. Look, I got the tea on the table. The table holds the tea. When I pick up the tea, I drink the tea. Cheesy. People, I'm trying to not drop the F-bomb in this stream. I'm going to try not drop the F-bomb, but if I do, I just do. Anywho, people. As I was saying, I am your host, Bad Guy the Entertainer. This is the Daily Hate, and people, the Daily Hate is my internet journal. You understand? I like to contemplate with myself. I like to close my eyes, contemplate, think, talk with myself, and document my thoughts online for all to see. Exercise the mind. People, I'm quitting 10 years to work with kids, people. I'm quitting 10 years of my career to work with little kids, people. And kids in school, people. High school, colleges, and bloody university, people. My God. Internet, people, 10 years of my career is going to go down the goddamn drain, people. Climbing the career ladder is absolutely boring to me. It's so boring to me. I don't find it fun anymore. It used to be fun. I like being a hustler. That won't go away from me. Being a hustler won't go away. I like getting money, but money ain't nothing to me. It comes and goes. I don't really give a F about money like that, to be fair. I don't give a F if a bitch don't like me, as long as my grandmama love me, everybody. I don't give a damn if nobody likes me. I don't give a damn about who are you? I don't give a F about you. You can shut your stink self, close your face, and fold up yourself into an envelope and F off to Dubai. If you don't like me, go live a tax-free life over there. I don't give a damn if you don't like me. Hate me? Duh. But people, as I was saying, I'm quitting 10 years of my career to go help the youth in the community. Shit, you see that picture right there, people? Who remembers the film Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who remembers that film, Kindergarten Cop? Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's a police officer. He's like a police officer now, and he's on a hunt for this drug dealer, ex-drug dealer. The ex-drug dealers ran off now, and they find his location. No, they find where the ex-drug dealer's baby mama is at, people. The baby mama is up in some rural area, people, with the kids. So the ex-drug dealer is trying to look for her so he can get his kid back. So Arnold Schwarzenegger now is like, you know what? I'm going to infiltrate this school where the baby mama kid is at and see if the drug dealer shows up. Who remembers that film? I know this off top, people. So he infiltrates as a teacher. Well, he comes in undercover. He becomes an undercover teacher, teaching a class of kindergarten children. You know what I mean? And then along the way, he hates it at first. He hates these kids. But then along the way, the kids soften his heart, people. My God. I love whoa. And then the drug dealer comes and finds his kid. And guess what Arnold Schwarzenegger did? He both shot people. Arnold Schwarzenegger both shot and took his baby mums. That's mad, innit? This is what Arnold Schwarzenegger was like.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Lord of mercy. People, I used to watch Kindergarten Cop. That film right there used to come on Sundays on Channel 5. On a Sunday, Channel 5. That was a film for the Sunday. And every Sunday I used to watch, I was always with my grandma. We would watch that. And I spent a lot of time with my grandma, especially when I was young. Throughout my whole life, I spent a lot of time. I probably spent more time with my grandma than my own mum. You know what I mean? And one thing I know about grandma, she always had a heart for kids. She always loved kids, loved being around kids. You know what I mean? I always watched how she treated kids. She always, it didn't have to be her kids, other people's kids. She just loved being around kids and loved treating the, you know what I mean? That's what she did throughout her life, working as well. So when it comes to me now, I've always had a heart for kids. I've always been the kid that shared and was never too greedy. Because my grandmother shared and she was never too greedy. She loved kids so much. She just loved kids. She would buy them things. You don't have to be her kids. It could be the neighbor kids that could come around and get food and things like that. If kids need some clothes, she'd go get them some clothes. She would take care of other people's kids when their parents had to go to work. You know what I mean? That was my grandmother. Kids made my grandmother so happy. So I remember one time, let me show you something. Who remembers? Who remembers blaming, where's the old school one? That ain't the right, here it is. Here's the old school one. Who remembers Tracy Beaker, everybody? This is she. Oh, Tracy. The dumping ground. Yeah. The dumping ground. Who remembers the dumping ground? Yeah. Yeah, man. The dumping ground. So this used to come on what? CBBC back in the day. This is one of my childhood programs I used to watch religiously. This was like, this meant more than church people, meant more than water people. Watching this show right here meant more than eating food people. Oh Jesus. Nah, just exaggerating. This is exaggerating, everybody. But anyway, calm down. Anyway, Tracy Beaker, I used to watch this show all the time as a kid, as a young kid. And it was basically a show about kids in a, what you call it? A children's home, people. And it was just like, get me episodes, stories about how they are coping without no parents and being together. It's all about being together, having a community right there. And I always loved that because I grew up as a single child people. You should be even clapping for that. I'm not a single child. I've got siblings. But that's a story for, we got siblings. I got siblings, but I grew up as a single child, if that makes sense. If it makes sense, it makes sense to me. Make it make sense, but it makes sense to me. Make it make sense, but it makes sense to me. I grew up as a single child, so I understood it. Anywho, so I used to love watch Tracy Beaker, and the moment that I was watching this show, I always knew that this is the very first ambition. This is the very first ambition I've always wanted to do this. I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna be a millionaire now, and then when I get enough money, I'm gonna build myself a children's home, so kids are looked after and ain't gotta worry about. That's that. I remember at the ages 9, 10, 11, 12. That was my ambition, because I come from a family from doing that. My grandfather and his friends built a whole community center for people for that. My mother's worked in the children's homes and things like that. Right this minute, I think my sister people, right this minute, I think my sister's in the goddamn soup kitchen serving up soup. Shit, we built like that. I come from a lineage of just helping others but ourselves. Just cause. If there's no reward, whatever, you just do it cause you feel good. You understand? You just do it because you feel good. So, you know what I mean? So, that was always... So, as a kid, I always knew from 9 and 10 years old, I said, I need to get this money. And I knew that the skill was, I'm very creative. So, I'm going to get this creative money. I'm going to use my skill and just design some shit, get some money, and build a children's home. That was literally the ambition from 10. I had no clue how to achieve it, but I said, yeah, that's the mission right there. I think that's the God-given mission. That's the purpose I was meant to do. You know what I mean? Just because I was raised right, just because I see my grandmother care for other people, and still make time to take care of the family as well. So the mission begins, people. Life continues. Fast forward on the timelines. I grow up, go school, go college, didn't go uni. F uni. Forget uni. You know what I mean? Out here 10 toes down, boots on ground, people. Got my first apprenticeship, and from then, climbing the career ladder. You understand? And as you climb the career ladder and experience new experiences, adulting makes you forget the purpose, what you're doing this shit for. Because once you start adulting, it's all work, bills, eat, sleep, and repeat. You get me? Adulting is hard, and there's always going to be people who can't adjust to it. You got to adjust to it, people. There's always someone out there. Look at your situation. There's someone in a worse situation than you. Be grateful, man. If you're watching this shit right now, you got bloody access to the internet. I was just about to swear, people. My God, I was just about to drop an F-bomb. You know what I mean? Be grateful that you got bloody... If you're watching this shit right now and you got internet access, you get me? At least you got internet access and a phone or a TV or whatever. You can wake up and watch... You can wake up to your timeline and watch the nonsense on the timeline. That's what you can do. You know when you get them people that say, what's the purpose of life? And the purpose of life is, and nobody, how come nobody knows the answer? It's pretty simple. The purpose of life is to live your life and not do some bullshit. If you do some bullshit, you might go jail. Or you might get away with it and die. But anyway, God will hang on you. You live life, you go through some shit, you learn from some shit, and you overcome and persevere. You either live to 80 years old and you're a miserable bastard, or you're 80 years old and you're a happy bastard. One of the two. Or a bastard in jail. Or a bastard dead in the ground. It depends what you want to be. As I was saying, adulting makes you forget the purpose. I forgot the purpose when I was adulting and climbing the crib, because everybody's all about getting the bag, chase the bag, get the money, get this, invest in that and all this and shit. People, honestly, I don't give a F about money like that. I can get money, but you're talking to a nigga that I slept on floors, so I know what it's like to have no bloody money, people. You're talking to a nigga that was 10 toes down. When my mother was out of work for years, who do you think held it down? Held down two women in the household. bloody me. And I was doing that shit from 18 to flipping 25 years old. So when I see people on the timeline just weak, you listen right now, I ain't no weak nigga right now. Just tell you shit. So when it comes to money, I don't love money like that. You know what I mean? I don't give a toss. As long as I know that my family good and friends and good and everybody that I care for are good and the rent is paid, you know, the bills are paid, things like that, I'm good. Anyway, I'm going off track. I was saying adulting is hard. And I was saying, when you're adulting and you have to go through all those things, you got other like obstacles in your way. It makes you forget your purpose. You end up just thinking, I just need money. Money, bills. You know what I mean? You forget shit. And at one point on this timeline, people, the further we go, one time I went to go visit my grandma. As usual, I always visit my grandma. I knocked on the door. She opened the door. And for a few seconds, she didn't know who I was. For a few seconds. Then I said my name and she snapped back. That only happened. I knew from that moment I don't have much time. And I had to prepare my brain. Because I knew, I don't know how my brain's going to handle. I don't know if my brain's going to be stable. I don't know how my brain's going to stay stable after my grandma goes. Because grandma now, she's always 10 times. Out of every person in my life that I've met in my lifetime, my grandma is the only one out of every motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Out of everyone, grandma was always 10 toes down for me. She never folded. I never in my goddamn life seen my grandmother fold on nobody. I've never heard my grandmother say one bad word to nobody. My grandmother don't even speak to people. She don't speak about people anyway. I never heard my grandmother have a conversation or chat bad word about anybody to anybody. God strike me down if I'm lying. I have only seen my grandmother angry once in my lifetime. Only once I've seen my grandmother angry. And it only lasted a few seconds. I remember that day vividly because I was shocked, people. I was like, damn. I have never seen that side of her ever. Because my grandmother never had a hateful heart. She didn't hate nobody. She always loved everybody. My grandmother, and she's right there on the table, was such a beautiful woman. You know when they talk about angels and people met angels, she was definitely an angel in human form. Bounded with flesh and bone. If it weren't for my grandmother, I would be a miserable bastard. I'd be a miserable bastard, a hateful bastard. But grandma now, if there was a homeless person on road that needed food or money, please believe grandma will always give that person to eat no matter what. Even though people say, yo, don't give the homeless no money. They're millionaires living on the street. Yeah, okay. My grandma would be like, whatever, you do what you want to do, I do what I want to do, because what I do makes me, it's the right thing to do. Don't get it twisted, grandma went no fool, but she always did the right thing and always showed me to do the right thing. That's why till this day, bloody hell, I still give money and buy food for the homeless. If I don't have no money, if I don't have, but I don't lie to them. Some people walk past homeless people, and whoever's watching this shit, you probably do it as well. Number one, I say to you, I don't do that shit. I don't walk past a homeless person like they're leper, like they're beneath me or nothing like that. If someone asks me, a person now who doesn't have a home, and ask me, do you have any change? I will say to them, I don't have no change, because I don't carry change no more, people. Everything's on my card. If they're asking me for food, you know what? I will go buy the food. Go buy a thing, bring it back. I've done that plenty of times. I've done times where I've left work late, about to go catch my train home, and I see a homeless person. It's night time, it's cold as shit. Not asking for nothing, you know. This little food. I'm walk past now, thinking, no, I need to go get my change. Go get my train. I ain't got time. You get what I'm saying? I ain't got time. Shit. Imagine when God just speaks to you and go, shit. That's how you do, man. Shit. Imagine I went McDonald's, got him a couple of Big Macs, got him some salad and fries, and brought it back to him. I missed my train. Missed my goddamn train. Shit. There ain't no cap. There ain't no lie. I'm not lying about that. That's just one story. I got friends who don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. That wouldn't give no person and roll no money, because you get what I'm saying? You got people it's up to them. Do what you want to do with your money. I don't give a damn. But anywho, that's how I'm raised. Then came the final year, people. Every year, every birthday that I can remember, I have spent every single birthday with my grandmother. Every single one. When friends would say, let's go out, let's go bowling, let's go cinema, and do all the activities, I'm like, fuck that. I can do that, you know what I mean? Whatever. Oh, it's your birthday, you need to celebrate you. No, I will celebrate my birthday with my grandmother. Thank you. Even though I knew I had time to go out, nah, I'd rather spend this day, because I know that, for me as a kid, I know that the older you get, you're gonna forget things. I always do that as a kid. So I made sure every birthday I have is with grandma. So when I get older, I can say, yo, I spent every single birthday with grandma. Even if I can't remember that day, I know that if I said 20 years old, 15 years old, 40, I know I was at grandma's doing something. I was at grandma's. I was with grandma. I don't give a damn about no one else like that. You're not that important to me for me to sacrifice my day to spend it with you. Please believe. You can't override my grandmother. Hell no. I always spent my birthday with my grandmother. Every birthday, I've always went to the house and we sit down and we watch Golden Balls. Watch Golden Balls, people. Shit, who remembers Golden Balls? If you're British, you know. The Weakest Link with Anne Robinson. We watch all the game shows. Weakest Link. My grandmother's favorite was Tipping Point. That was Tipping Point. And her new favorite, her latest favorite was The Chase, the Dark Destroyer. Yeah, she loved that. But her main favorite was Golden Balls with Jasper Carrot. That was the shit for grandma. She loved that one right there. Tipping Balls, deal or no deal. No, yeah, deal or no deal. Grandma, we used to watch. Yo, grandma, we used to watch enough game shows, man. Every game show, me and grandma will watch it, man. So when it came to the final year, I made sure I spent that one birthday with her because I knew that this will be the last one. And so when I left work now, and so this is at the point where in my mind, I succeeded in my career goal, which was, as I was saying, as a youth, when I started my career, I always said, all I want to do is get a big brand name company on my resume. I don't give a fuck about working for none of these companies. These companies, if you're a designer in the digital world, please believe nobody gives a fuck about what you're designing. No one gives a fuck. You step out your building. If you work for fucking Virgin or whoever, BT or fucking any company, could be anyone, Gymshark, whoever, and if you're a designer there, step out the fucking building. No one gives a fuck if you design some fucking bullshit on the website. On God, no one gives a fuck. Excuse my French. Sorry, grandma. Sorry. I just have to get that out there. You get shit pay anyway. As a designer, you get shit pay. Designers get the most shit. We don't get what we worth, people. That's number one. Designer, you be designing multi-million designs and still come home with 1,200 at the end of the month. Ain't that a bitch? You just design something that made multi-million and you get that slave money. You get treated like a slave. 12 years a slave to go back there tomorrow. 12 years a slave to get some bullshit money at the end of the day. Ain't that bitch? Sorry, I went off on one, people. I was crashing out. Hey, I don't know why I was crashing out on the designers. I was crashing out on designers. Product UX designers. Fuck out of here. Graphic designers. I tell you what, you're not better than fucking me. Now, that's one thing I can say to you. If you work for... Sorry, bro, I'm going off track, but it's kind of intertwines what I'm talking about. If you work for a company, like a brand company, Apple, whoever, and you're a designer there, cool, that's your life ambition, making money for a next man. That's cool for you, innit? But when you step out the building, no one actually cares if you design the website. No one give a shit about UX and UI and product design. The average person don't give a shit about that bullshit. No one gives a fuck he was able to write a book on UX principles and all that bullshit, graphic principles and all that bullshit. No one gives a fuck. Damn. Shit. When you step out the building, nobody cares. Everybody's got their own shit. You know what I mean? Are you able to apply your skills that you do for this man for yourself? Can you make a product for the free market on your own, 10 toes down? You ain't relying on a brand company to help you. You get what I'm saying, people? That what makes a true creative in my brain, and this is for me, I speak for myself, is a true creative is able. You're not a true creative until you're able to apply your skills in the real world without the help of a company or a brand. What can you create? Put up your own money. What can you create? Or are you just a slave? Slave to the 9 to 5. Shit. Anyway, people, I was going off on one. Let me get back on track. The last birthday, I left work. I went to Waterstones, I brought my books, I bought some books, and I went straight to the hospital. And from then, I sat down, I went there, showed grandma my books, and I sat down in that hospital. From the time I arrived to the end of visiting hours. For my birthday, I sat down next to my grandmother, just me and her, in comfortable silence, until I had to go. When she died and we sent her on her way, that was the moment right there where the mission almost got aborted. That moment right there, I thought I was gonna lose my head, you know. I was saying to myself, it's only a matter of time when I go to cuckoo land. Because everybody out here is just pissing me off. 2025, I was down bad. I was down 11 people. I was down 11. And I didn't even know if I had the strength to get up 12. You know. The only thing that kept me sane, that gave man strength, was my little cousins. You know what I mean? Because when I see them, it takes my mind off the stress. Because I want to play with them. You know what I mean? We play games. We talk about stuff. We do creative things. You get what I'm saying, people? And I'm always there thinking to myself, how can I help them out? How can I help them out? I remember I saw this one tweet on the timeline. I can't find it. But it's right here. And you can see it right there. It's right there, people. I got this little This is one of my daily hates right there. Another tweet, and this was like near to the end of 2025. I remember I saw it now. And it said, are you willing to have less money, less energy, and less personal time to help the kids in your community? I'm always talking about helping kids. Hence, the reason for this stream from the beginning. My ambition was always to help kids. When you go on the timeline, you see a lot of people with up on the high horse on the timeline. You know, the goody two shoes that like to tweet the good shit, but really they ain't doing shit for the community to help nobody. Not really out here helping nobody. They just want to get on the freaking high Mary and tell everybody what's right and what's wrong. But they ain't doing just talking, but ain't backing up their talk. I would never, please believe me, I am not the one to just talk shit. I talk a lot of shit, but I don't talk no nonsense. I don't like hypocrites. I don't like people just online, just talking. There's a lot of people online talking, race baiting, or whatever they're doing. Talking as if they know everything about politics. Most people, to be fair, you should be looking after your family. Fix your family before you start talking about other people and shit like that. What are you doing? You get what I'm saying? So I'm never a person that I've always talked the talk and walked the walk. If I'm going to do something, I'm always 10 toes down, boots on ground, people. Always 10 toes down, boots on ground. And I would never fold. Nobody... Please believe I make sure I look out for my people, I highlight my people, make sure they're okay and this and that. But then it gets to the point where, you know what? At that point in time, grandma went away now. And I said, I don't give a fuck about friends and shit like that no more. That when you lose somebody that significant in your life, you don't give a shit about nobody like that. If I stop calling you, you can call back, you know. If I stop texting you, you can text back, you know. You can holler back, you know. But my priorities have changed. So when I saw this now, that's where everything changed. And I said, you know what? I forgot this made me remember my purpose, my goal that I wanted to accomplish when I was a kid. It may not be build a children's home now, but at that time I was like, you know what? I don't give a damn about going back into the industry working. Because it's a lot of... working in the design industry is just bollocks anyway. It's boring. And to me, it is. To someone else, it may be fun and that. But I don't give a damn, to be fair. There's no purpose but make money. But this made me realize, nah, these kids out here are boring people. Sometimes I look at my cousins, like, you lot are boring. I need to teach you how to be creative, man. You know what I mean? So people, I saw that tweet right there. So imagine, let me tell you something. I've been in design, in the industry, what we're talking about, 10 plus years. And I've done a lot of shit for people. I have designed multi-million design. God strike me God strike me down if I'm lying. I'm not lying. I've designed some good shit. Shit that make money. Prestigious. And at the end of the day, I got shit money for it as well. Imagine that. But that's the life of a designer. You know what I mean? After all of that, you don't get recognized for your work. It's shit being a designer, I think. And some designers out here too uppity and pixel perfect. Fuck out of here, man. If you into that pixel perfect, if you talk like that shit, you just slap. High fidelity and low fidelity wireframes, please. Piss off. Design the shit and put it out. Bloody hell. Excuse my French. Excuse my French. People, I'm quitting 10 years in the design industry to go work for kids. Go work with kids, not for kids. Not a slave. You know what I mean? 10 years of grafting, people. Going down the drain. But I'm gonna go work with these kids. Grandma, we're gonna go work with these kids, man. Teach the babies. That was the moment I got up 12 people. Shit. Boots on ground. I don't know where this new. I've always been a person that I knew where my journey was taking me with this right here, people. I don't know where it's gonna take me. This new found purpose, career journey. I don't know if you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? I was never one interested in getting money like that. People, I've done darkness on road. Yeah, I know how to get to the money legally and illegally. But I've never been a thief. I've never been greedy. I'm not built like that. I've always been a person that shared. I've never too greedy. Share and be kind to people. That's how grandma raised me. Never be greedy. What's yours is yours. What's theirs is theirs. And if you want to share peace, that's cool. You get me? I share a piece as well. And if you got enough, I share a bit of my piece. Most people on the timeline just chat shit. Remember that, people. Saying that they're doing stuff, but you ain't really out here doing nothing. Just in your yard, just on your high horse chatting shit. I'm not doing nothing. Me, on the other hand, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna do something. I can't be online talking about these kids are the children of the corn, and I'm not out here trying to prevent it. I know what I'm getting myself in for. Like I said, what did he say? Are you willing to have less money, less energy, and less personal time to help the kids in your community? Yes, actually. I seen my mum do it. My grandmother, my sisters, my aunties, uncles, my grandfather. They have sacrificed time with their family to help the community. If I rang my sister right now, she won't pick up the phone. She'll be at the soup kitchen. She would know I'll be ringing, but she would call me later and say, yo, I'll chat to you later. I'm out here helping these people. just cause. So I just want to say, well, on the 3rd of March, people, I had my first workshop with the youth. Let's go crazy. My God. It's a start. When I say youth, they were young people looking to get into work, but they acquire or are interested in learning some digital creative skills, people. And this is the first step in my offline journey. But people, this paycheck right here, this ain't nothing, man. Shit, not to what I was getting. No, last year I was last year I was getting some money. I was getting money. This paycheck right here, people. But you know what? It's enough to top up my rent money. That and get a little food if I need to feed myself. That's what I care about. It ain't much, but it's enough. And I'm not worried about tomorrow. That's one thing Grandma always taught me. Never. That's why I always say I don't care about money. I care about certain things, because if God got you, God got you. God said, "Don't worry about tomorrow." Look at the window. Don't the birds and the animals still got food and that to eat? That's what He said in the Bible, right? Quote me if I'm wrong. God said, "Go look at the window. Look at the birds. Them. Look at the squirrels. Look at the fox and the nickel. Get me. Look at the fish. All that got what? Where do you think that come from? What they get, I provide. That's what God said. So don't worry about tomorrow." So I'm not worried about money like that and rent money rising up, and if I can't, you get me, I don't give it, whatever. The mission more important than all that bullshit. The mission that I'm on is more important than friends. The mission I'm on is more important than damn me and my own family. Because of the mission I'm on will make my grandmother happy. Even if I come online talking that bullshit and the shenanigans, you get what I'm saying? I still gotta do what I gotta do. So people in the real world have quit 10 years in design to go work for kids. And it's not really necessarily quitting. It's more like, it's not going down the drain. It's more like I'm recycling those 10 years so I can teach the kids the game. And don't get it bloody twisted and think this is some stranger danger shit over here. You can get out of here. Get out of here with that stranger danger shit. I've got my criminal background check done, and it's bloody. I ain't done no nastiness out here. Even if people found out who I was and who my name was, you can bloody background check me. Everything I was saying online matches up with the offline. It's only that in the offline, I will slap you across your face. Ain't no pussy. Let me not get into that, people. Whoa. Offline, just know that. Don't, just because you see some cut, just because you see me like this, offline, I'll still slap you. please believe. If it's disrespectful, if you're disrespectful, simple. Anywho, and I got my bloody liability insurance as well, people. CBS check done and liability insurance. So I can, you get what I'm saying? No stranger danger here. I'm no nasty man, and I don't own a fucking island for politicians to fly to. Just please believe, everybody. I'm just a nigga that's still in the hood trying to help the kids out here. Shit. Lord have mercy. But yeah, people, yes. So, again, people, I don't hate the kids. I'm trying to save them, everybody. I'm quitting. I've quit 10 years. And when I say I quit, I'm quit working for the industry, man, like that. Like being... Nothing wrong with being employed and getting money. But I'm fed up. It's like there's no purpose to it no more. I'm not interested in getting money and investing and things like, yes, I do those things, people, but it don't interest me. I need purpose, and the purpose right now is go teach these babies out here, man, some skill, so they don't end up like the children of the corn. You get what I'm saying? We don't want these kids out here becoming the children of the corn. Bloody hell. Man, yo, I wrote something right here. And we're going to close up in a bit, people. Where is it? I wrote this. Look at that right here. I want to read this right here just to close it up, man. So I said right here, people, teach the babies, not just maths, not just grammar, teach them imagination, teach them principles, teach them how to be good. Because the world will teach them how to consume, it will teach them how to compare, it will teach them how to perform. But who will teach them how to create, people? A child's imagination is sacred. It's where empathy forms. It's where courage rehearses. It's where futures are built long before they are lived. So if we don't nurture their creativity and moral foundation, someone else will shape it for them. And whatever shapes a child early tends to echo for life. Teach the babies so they don't end up like the children of the corn. And people, there you go. Thank you, and let's go crazy. Grandma. I'm not worried about tomorrow, man. God, I ain't worried about tomorrow. Grandma, yeah. We're gonna do this, man. Let's go teach the kids, man, Grandma. Let's go teach the kids, man. Me, you, and God. Me, you, and Mr. Jesus. Let's do something. In a bit, everyone.